And now to a story you will see only on Fox 5. One of our loyal viewers ripped off after he tried to buy tickets to one of the biggest sporting events in D.C. He called us asking for help, and we sent investigative reporter Tisha Thompson to find out what happened, what you need to know to avoid becoming the next victim in this Fox 5 investigation.
Redskins versus the Cowboys, the big rivalry with big ticket prices. But as some unhappy Skins fans discovered, the internet can be like the wild, wild west when it comes to buying tickets.
He played me pretty well there. He certainly did.
Skip Jocelyn says as soon as he saw this Craigslist ad, $300 for 2 Skins tickets, he knew he had to have them.
It was tough to turn down.
The seller wanted the money in the form of a green dot MoneyPak, which is a prepaid card that allows you to transfer cash without a bank account.
I had to go to a CVS and pick up the card. I simply went to the cashier, paid for the value of the card in cash, and then it became like literally cash in my hands.
The seller could then use the card's PIN number to get the cash, but Skip was uncomfortable. I'm a little nervous about just giving you the number, especially since the MoneyPak site says never to give the number out. He asked, "Can you send me a picture of the tickets?" The seller wrote back, "I got no way to get you a picture right now," but gave Skip an address. And for extra reassurance, added his wife's name, Amanda Hensley.
That was one of the things that made me actually a little more comfortable in doing the deal, that he provided me an address and a phone number and his wife's name.
Skip sent the PIN number, but the tickets never arrived. "What is going on?" he asked. "Where are the tickets?" The seller told him they were locked in his wife's car. And with that, Skip never heard back from Adam Hensley at yahoo.com again.
You definitely have the thoughts of going down there and confronting them to find out what's going on here.
That does really frighten me.
We found Amanda Hensley, the seller's so-called wife.
He doesn't live here. I'm not married to him. No relation.
This mother of 2 says she knew something was wrong when she started getting calls from angry Skins fans wanting to know where their tickets were. She says the calls only stopped when she filed a police report for identity theft.
He used my home address to scam a bunch of people out of tickets online.
It is playing on your confidence. It's getting the victim to trust the suspect and make them believe that they're making a fair trade.
Arlington County Police spokeswoman Crystal Nosel says you should always try to do a little research before you buy any kind of ticket online. When we did a Google search, we found the same email account is linked to Craigslist ads selling a John Mayer concert in Orange County, California, a wrestling match in Los Angeles, and another NFL game in Houston. Like the Redskins listing, the ads want $300 for the pair and claim the seller lives nearby, even though the locations are thousands of miles apart.
It's a bad deal for everybody involved.
Skip says he did get to go to the game, but only after he purchased another set of tickets online. But this time, he says, he thoroughly scouted out his opponent before he made the final play. We sent an email to Adam Hensley at yahoo.com. He never wrote us back, and police are still searching for him. So how do you buy tickets without losing your shirt in the process? We have Eric Friedman here with us. He's the director of the Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection. Eric, I guess the big question is, what is your advice when it comes to buying tickets for a Redskins game or other big event?
Well, 2 words of advice: be careful. Keep in mind the Redskins are going to lose some of their games, but you're probably going to be more upset if you lose some of your money trying to buy tickets to the games. Keep another thing in mind, that these tickets are actually contracts or licenses that say it's illegal to sell them from one person to another person unless you sell it through one of these fan-to-fan ticket marketplaces, which in the case of the Redskins is StubHub. So the tickets actually say it's illegal for one person to sell them to another person on Craigslist or eBay or by some other means. So consumers really have to decide how much risk they want to take before they get into a transaction like that.
What do you think about these green dot MoneyPak cards? What should people think about before they use them?
Well, Tish, as you know, I come from the world of red flags, not green dots. So you've got to, again, be extremely careful and keep in mind that these are new forms of payment that are very complicated, very confusing, and very easy to be used by con artists and crooks to rip consumers off. That green dot card is in fact a form of cash. It's treated just like cash. It would be no different than taking cash, putting it in an envelope, leaving the envelope in the woods and for a stranger, and hoping that when you come back to the woods and open up the envelope, the tickets are in there. When you go to buy these Green Dot MoneyPak cards, they tell you don't use them to respond to an ad in the classified section. Don't use them to pay individuals. You can only use them to reload prepaid credit cards. They're not traceable. There's no way of getting a refund. It's just like cash, although it looks like a card, so people are fooled by it.
Eric, real quick, what should someone do if they do get ripped off trying to buy tickets on the internet? Is there any way to get help?
Well, this is one place where you really want to protect yourself before you get into trouble, because after the fact, it's almost impossible to resolve these problems. You don't know who's on the other end of that computer. You can file a complaint with our office, local consumer protection office. You can contact the police. But really, once the money is gone, it's usually gone.
Tough luck. All right, Eric Friedman, the director of Montgomery County's Office of Consumer Protection. Our viewer asked us to help him out by emailing our tip line. If you want us to investigate something, go to our website, myfoxdc.com, and click on the tips link.